We saw what is a method, what is the predefined method, what is the user defined method, and what is the static method, and some rule also we saw inside the methods, right? All the methods we saw, like user defined, static, and the predefined method also we saw. Inside that we some rule we saw, right? Today we will start the variables. So what is meant by variable? So variable is nothing but the name of our memory location. It is not a memory. Okay, variable is not a memory. It's a name of our memory location. Suppose if I declare like that, int a equals to 10, which is variable here. That is, a is a variable. Int e, we knows that what is int? It is a data type, and 10 is a value. Okay, 10 is a value here, and a is our here. That is the variable. So what will happen if I declare like that? That is int a equals to 10. What will happen? It will allocate the memory. It will create the memory like that, and after that it will add this 10 into this memory, and after that it will give this name to that memory location. Okay, so A is not a memory. A is the name of our memory location. If we take our example, simple, if you come into this PC. Okay, so here we have three drives: C drive, E drive, and the F drive. Okay, so here C, E, and F. These are the names, or these are the drives. Are the memory, or these are the names only? Names only, right? We can change the name also. We can change from C to E also, right? So these are all are the name only. These are not the memories. Okay, so same like that here as well. Variable is a name of memory location that can be store the data. Whatever data we want to store, we have to store them. And if you want to store a string type of data, we have to declare the integer, declare the variable with the help of string data type. If you want to declare the integer type of data, we have to declare with the help of integer data type. Same like that, we have multiple data types, right? Integer, float, short. With the with the respect to data, we have to declare with the help of data types. Okay. So suppose if we take the variable like that, int a equals to 10. So what it will do? Simple, it will create a memory like that. Inside the memory, it will add the values here, and it will give this name. This is memory. Here is the memory. No, it will give this name to the memory name. That is memory allocation name. It will be give this name. That is the variable name. Okay. So what we will say that variable name. Variable is a name of our memory location. If we take the another example here, string name equals to my name I have added here. Okay. So what it will do? Simple, it will create a memory like that, and it will add this value into this memory, and whatever name of our variable name, it will give this name to this our memory location. Okay, remember one thing: variable is not a memory. It is only the name of our memory location that can be stored the data, and our variable value can be varied. So what does this mean? Suppose if we declare here one variable, how to declare the variable? Simple, we come to the main method, and I will remove this thing also. We don't need that today. Public. Okay, so here this is the syntax of our main method, right? This is the public static void main, and here what I am doing is inside the main method. Simple, if I want to declare the integer type of variable. Okay, if I want to declare the integer type of variable, suppose I want to store this state. How we will store? We will store into some variable, right? So suppose I want to store this variable here. That is inside the A. I am storing this value. That is the integer type of value, right? This is which type of value? That is the integer type of value. This value I want to store into this A, but we have to tell the computer which type of value is this. Which type of value is this? That is the integer type. So same type of variable also we have to declare. Okay. Now which type of variable we have declared here? That is the integer type of variable we have declared here. And a variable only the name of memory location. It is not a memory. In that we can store the value. So what is the value of A here now? Right? What is the value of A here? Is it 10? Suppose this is the A here, and suppose this is which type of variable is this? That is the integer type of variable. And here I am trying to add a string. Suppose I am adding here, that is the name. So can we able to add that? Can we able to add that? No, right? If you are declaring the integer type of variable, there you can add only the integer type of value. If you want to declare, if you want to add any name, so which type of variable you have to declare? That is a string. You have to write here string. We have to tell the computer, like tell to the game, like this is a string type of variable. Here we can add only the string type of value. Okay. Suppose if you want to add the float type of value means float, then what we need to do? Variable we have to create, and we have to assign the float type of value. Right? This like we have to declare. Suppose if we add here the string again, so can we able to add it here? No, right? We cannot able to add. This is a float type of variable, so it will accept only the float type of value. Okay, if this is a float type of variable, and if you are adding here the it is if it is float type of variable, and if you are adding here the string type of value or integer type of value, so it will be not add. Suppose same like that, Here we have declared the string type of variable, and here I am adding the integer type of value. So can it will be accept that? No, right? It will be only accept the string type of value. Instead in double quote we have to write the string, right? And it will accept only string type of value here. So what is the another point here? What is the meaning of this point? That is the value of the variable can be vary. So how simple? If I take the example, suppose I declare the integer type of variable here, int a equals to a. Suppose I want to print this variable. How we will print that? If I want to print on the console, system dot out, we will write simple. Here what we will do? A we will print. And now if I want to print this one, how will print? 10 is printing on the console. Now another thing is that suppose after that I am writing a equals to a plus 10, and after that again I am printing the system dot out, and here I am printing the a. So what will be the value here, and what will be the value here? What is the value here? And after that here 20. If I run this one, 20 will be printed on the console. Again, if I copy this, or if I come here and if I write it like that, a equals to a plus 20. Now system dot out I'm writing here, and simple I'm writing a again. Now 40 or 30, 40 or 30, 30. If I run this one, so it will be 40. How? So first here, what is the value of a here? 10. That is the 10. After that, value of 10 will be changed from 20, right? There is what we are writing here? A equals to a plus 10 means what it will do? A equals to what is the value of a plus 10? 10 plus 10. So what is the new value we will get it here? That is the 20. So what is the new value of a here? That is the 20 we are getting here. So if you print this one, so 20 we are getting here. After that here again, what we are doing? A equals to a plus 20. So let's calculate this one as well. A equals to a plus 20. So what is the value of a here? 20, right? Here, see what is the value of a here? Is it 20? It will add 20 plus 20 again. And what is the new value we will get it here? 40. Okay, it will print 40 here. Okay, got it? So this like we will get this like if you write like that, so our value of variable is changing, right? From here, what is the value of a here? That is 10. After that, what is the value of a? Then 20. What is the value of a here again? That is the 40. Now if we write again another instruction, so our value of variable will be changed again. So vary means nothing but the change. Okay, vary means change. So the value of variable can be changed. It will not constant. If you want to make it constant, we have to use one variable here, one keyword we have to use, that is the final keyword. With the help of final, we can make it constant, but we are not using now. So if you want, what is the another point for the variable is the value of variable can be changed. Okay, the value of variable can be changed. And what is the definition of the variable? The variable is a name of memory location that can store the data. And how it will be stored the data? Suppose if I write here int a equals to 10, so simple it will create a memory. Inside the memory, it will add 10 here, and it will give this variable name to this memory location. Okay, this is called as the variable. So variable have some rules. If you want to declare the variable, we have to follow some rules. So these are these 8 rules we have to follow. First, a variable name can consist of capital letter A to Z and lowercase letter also you can use from A to Z, or digit you can use from 0 to 9. Simple will come here. And if you want to declare the variable, how will you declare that? Any capital letter you can use from A to Z. Okay, if you are using anything here, so that can be also used. Capital letter you can use, or small letter if you want to use, that one also you can use it here. Okay, and after that, digit we can use it from 0 to 9, right? Digit we are using from 0 to 9. Suppose if you are writing here from 0 to 9, so that is okay. But here if you are writing, suppose if you are writing digit after the character, it is okay. But if you are writing a digit at the first, you are starting your variable name with the digit. Can it is possible? No. Okay. So if you cannot able to start the variable name from the digit number. Okay. Here see black space cannot be used in variable. It allows, see, first character must not be a digit. Okay, you can use anything. Suppose if you want to use capital A or capital Z or capital S or capital anything, you can use that. But if you are starting the variable name, always start from the non-integral value. If you are using here digit first, it will give you the error. Okay, it will give you the error. After that, after the character, you can use any digit here. No worries. But at the starting, cannot able to use the digit here. Okay, always start the variable name with the non-integral value. If you are declaring with digit, so it will give you the error. Okay, it will give you the error. So we can start with the any capital letter from A to Z, any small letter from A to Z. Okay, or we can, if you want to start with the digits, so can we able to start this one? No. After the character, if we write like that, we can able to write that. Okay, so this is the another rule. After that, blank spaces cannot be used in the variable name. Blank space means, suppose I am giving here space, that is not allowed. Okay, if you are giving here the space, that is not allowed. If your blank spaces is not allowed into the variable name. After that, we have to, it will allow only the two special character, that is the underscore and as well as the dollar sign. Suppose you are using here, suppose I am giving here the variable name, any name I am giving here, name equals to 10 I am giving, and here I am giving any dollar sign, or if I giving, I am giving here the underscore, so it is not giving any error, because it allows the two special character, that is the dollar and another one is the underscore. If I give here the percentile, okay, if you are giving here and, what it will give? It will give the error. Okay, it will allow only two special character, that is the dollar sign and the underscore. Can we start the variable name with the special character? So we can able to start that, right? So if I write here dollar, so we can able to start that. If I start with the underscore, so can we able to start that? So yes, we can start the variable name with the special character, or we can start with the non-integral value. But if you start with the digits of, it will not allow. Okay, it will not allow. We can start with the either special character, or you can start with the any integral non-integral value. That is okay. Okay. After that, here Java keywords cannot be used as a variable name. So which are the keywords? Any keyword you know? Int, float, yes. Yes, another boolean. All the data types you are telling. Any another new? Okay, new is also a keyword. So we cannot use, we cannot use the variable name. This variable, whatever rules we are seeing for the variable, no, that will apply for the class as well. That will apply for the object name as well. That will apply for the interface name as well. Okay, whatever name you are seeing, no, all the rules will be applied for that name as well. That is the class name, object name, or the interface name as well. Okay, so here, so what we are telling, we cannot use the keyword name as a variable name. Suppose means we are taking any keyword from here. Public is a keyword, static is a keyword, void is a keyword here. Again, class is a keyword. Suppose I will give this class keyword name as a variable name here. So can we able to give that? No, right? Because that is a keyword. The keyword means the is a predefined word, right? And it have some specific task. So we cannot use the keyword name as a variable name. Suppose I use here new keyword. New is a keyword, right? Why we are using the new keyword? To create an object. To create an object, we are using the new keyword. And why we are using the class keyword? To create a class. Simple only, right? And here, if you are writing the void means, void means nothing. Okay, not empty also. Okay, void means nothing. Void is also a keyword. If you use keyword name as a variable name, so it is not a possible. Okay, you cannot use keyword name as a variable name. After that, if you are instead of that, if you are using anything, that is possible. But one thing is there, you cannot start the variable name with the digits. You can start with the special character, that is also okay, or you can start with the any non-integral value, or underscore also you can start. Okay, that is the another rule. After that, variable names are the case sensitive. What does it mean? Suppose I am declaring here the variable a. Okay, what is the value of a here? Okay, after that, system dot out I am writing here, and I am printing this a. So what will be the output we'll get? Error. Here is the a and here is the a, no? Capital N, the small a. So it is a case sensitive. If you are declaring here the small a, so you have to declare here the also small a. That time only it will be accept. Otherwise, it will be not accept. If you are declaring here the capital A means, here also you have to print as well as the capital A. After that, otherwise it will be give you the error. That is mean of the case sensitive. After that, there is no limit on the length of the variable name. By the naming convention, it should be between the 4 to 15. Means you can give any name here, any number of name here, like you can give. Naming convention suggesting that you have to give the variable name from 4 to 15 character. Okay, variable name naming convention is suggesting that you have to give the name from 4 to 15 character. Okay. After that, variable name always should exist on the left hand side of the assignment operator. This we know from the starting only. So suppose if we have a variable here, that is the a. Okay. Here I am declaring only, here I am not assigning any value to this a. Suppose I want to assign any values to the a. So how will assign? Like that can we assign here? Like that can we assign? No, right? We cannot assign that. Variable should be exist on the left hand side, not on the right hand side. This we know from the childhood, right? Here if you want to assign any values to the variable, so variable should be on the left hand side and value should be on the right hand side. That is the last rule of our variables. Anyone have any doubt? This is the easy rules only. So which is the first rule? Variable name can consist of any capital letter from A to Z, small letters from A to Z, and we can use the digit from 0 to 9. But one thing is there, first character must not be a digit. Okay, we can, if you want to start the variable name from the special character, so we can able to start. If you start the variable name from the non-integer value, so we can also start. But if you are starting variable name from the digit, so we cannot able to start that. Right. After that, blank spaces cannot be used in the variable name. If you are giving any blank space, it will not allow that. It will allow two special character, that is the underscore and the dollar sign. And if you are starting the variable name with this special character as well, so we can able to start that. Right. After that, Java keywords cannot be used as a variable name. Suppose we have a class keyword, and if you are using that class keyword as a variable name, so it will not allow that. Any keyword name we cannot able to use for the variable name. Okay. After that, variable names are the case sensitive. Just now we saw that if you are giving the small, if you are assigning the, if you are declaring the small a variable, and after that, if you are printing the capital A letter, so it will be not print, it will give you the error. Okay, there is no limit on the length of the variable name, but by convention, it should be between the 4 to 15 characters. After that, variable name always should exist on the left hand side of the assignment operator. So these are the all the 8 rules. We must have to know that if you are declaring the variable, so we have to follow this all the rules. Okay. So this is the rules of our variable. Now another thing is that is the types of variable. So how many types of variable we have? So we have 3 types of variable inside the Java. That is the instance variable, local variable, and after that we have a static variable. These are all are the easy only. No worries. Okay. So first one is the instance variable. So what is meant by instance variable? The variable which are declared inside the class but outside the method. Okay. Variable which are declared inside the class and outside the method, that is called as the instance variable. Local variable which are declared inside the method, that is called as the local variable. And same like instance variable, but by declare the static keyword and belongs to its class, not to the object. This is called as the static variable. Before that we saw the static method. Now today we will see the static variable. What is meant by static variable here? Okay. Now see, instance variable, if you want to declare, what we need to do? We have to declare inside the class. Okay. We have to declare inside the class, but here we have to declare outside the method. So simple, inside the class I am declaring. Here we cannot able to declare these things, right? So if you want to declare the variable, we have to declare inside the class. So from here our class will be start, right? And here our class will be end. So here I am declaring the variable, that is int a equals to 10. And suppose if we have a method, so what is the syntax for the method? First we need to write a access modifier, not the public access modifier, then return type, and then one or anything that is a method name, and after that parenthesis open and close. So this is our method. From here our method is starting, and here our method will be end. So what is the scope of this variable? We are saying that this is the instance variable. Why we are saying this as an instance variable? Because we have declared this variable inside the class but the outside the method. Okay. What is the scope of this variable? So we can declare, we can use this variable in any method, but not into the static method. Okay. You can use this variable anywhere, like in any method you can use, but you cannot use this variable into the static method. Why? Because yesterday we saw that static method allows only the static data. Okay. Static method allows only the static data, means static method allow only the static variable. It will not allow any instance variable, it will not allow any local variable as well. Local variable I will tell you. So see, this is our which type of variable? Instance variable. Why we are calling this as an instance variable? inside the class, outside the method. So where we can use, suppose if I want to use this variable here, system.out I am writing, and here if I want to print this 10, sorry, this a, so can we be able to print that? If I run this one, can how means what it will print? 10. It is not printing. Why? When method will be executed? When method will be executed? When we create an object. When we create an object, that time only our method will be called. Right. So how to create an object? Class name, then object name. I am writing here obj new, then class name, parenthesis open and close, and this semicolon. And with the help of object now, we have to call our method like that. Right. If I run this one, now what we will print it here? What it will print? 10. Right. Suppose I have created another method. I will copying this thing from here, and suppose I am printing it here inside the M2. So can we able to print this A here as well? Can we able to print this A here as well? No. If I print it here, object dot M2. I am calling this time second method. Yesterday we saw that. Okay. So now if I run this one, so two times A will be print or not? Yes or no? This is a static variable. This is an instance variable. I told you why we are calling instance variable, because we declared inside the class and outside the method. I told you we can access it anywhere. What is the scope of this instance variable? We can access it anywhere, like in any method we can access it, but we cannot access it into the static method. So these are not the static method, right? And this is not also a static method, because static method declared with the static keyword, right? So these both are not the static method. So can we able to access it here, this instance variable? Yes, right. If I print it here, so what it will be print? 10 only one time, two times 10 it will be print on the console. It is printing, I tell you in the short. So JVM will come into the main method first. After that it will create an object. So what is the name of our object here? It is the obj. Obj is our name of our object. After that obj.m2. So what? Obj.m1. So what JVM will do? JVM will find m1 method into the base class. Okay, because we are using this object. So JVM will find m1 method into this test class. Where is the m1 method? So here is the m1 method. And what we are doing, system.out.println we are writing, and simple we are printing here a. Which type of variable we are using here? That is the instance variable. What is the value of a here? It will be see from here. It will print in on the console box. So from here it will become outside, and after that here we wrote the semicolon. Semicolon means end of the instruction. It will end the instruction here only. After that object.m2, it will find m2 method into the base class again. So where is the m2 method? Is the m2 method? No, right? It will become downside. Is the m2 method? Yes, it will go inside and it will print the value of a. So what is the value of a here again? 10. So again 10 it will be print on the console. So this is like our program will be work. Okay, this is the instance variable. And what is mean by instance variable? So instance variable, the variable which is declared inside the class but outside the method, is called as the instance variable. We can access it anywhere, but we cannot access the instance variable into the static method. Suppose if I want to convert this method into the static method, what we need to do? Static only we need to write. Now can we able to access this variable here? No, right? Because it is not a static variable. Static methods allows only the static data. Okay, static methods allow only the static data. That is the static method allow only the static variable. So this is not a static variable, right? What is meant by static variable? If I give here name, that is the static. So then now this variable is converted into the static variable. Static variable is same like an instance variable. Okay, static variable is same like an instance variable, and we can access it anywhere. But static is belong to the class, not to the object. Yesterday also we saw that static belong to the class, not to the object. So now we can access this variable, that is a, anywhere. Inside this m1 also we can access. Inside the m2 is a static method. Here also we can directly access. If I want to access into the main method also, we can directly access that, because that is static variable. Okay, but if I declare here the instance variable, we cannot access it into the into the static method. Okay, so main method is also a static method. Suppose here if I want to access that variable, there is the a. So how we will access that? Can we access it directly? System.out, if I write it here, and if I want to print A here, so can we access it directly? No, right? We cannot access it directly. Here we cannot access directly because this is the static method only. Now can we access it here? Yes, because this is a normal method, right? The normal method. Inside the normal method, we can access the instance variable. Instance variable cannot be accessed only within the static method because static method allows only the static variable. Here, if I want to print this variable into the static method, so how to print that? With the help of object, we can able to print that. We can access that. So how? Here is the object. How we will call the method? Object dot m1. If I want to call this variable, how we will call that? Object dot a. Now we can able to call this variable here. Okay. So if I want to compare this, if I run this one, so 3 times a will be printed. It's 10, 10, and the 10. Okay. So we cannot directly call this instance variable into the static method, but if you want to call that, we can call this with the help of object. Okay. With the help of object, we can call that. So instance variable and the static variable. So what is static variable? Variable which is declared with the help of static keyword, that is called as the static keyword. Static variable, sorry. Yeah, static variable. Variable which is declared with the static keyword, that is called as the static variable. Okay. Now this variable is same like an instance variable. We can access it anywhere, and we can access this variable directly into the static method as well. Suppose if you are not writing here object a, or directly I am writing here a only. So can we able to access that here? Yes, because static method allows the static data. Static data means static variable. It will be accessed. Now if I print it here again, so it will be print. Okay. Remember one thing: static belongs to the class, not to the object. Okay, static is belongs to the class, not to the object. After the static variable is also called as the class variable because it is belongs to the class, right? After that, local variable. What is meant by local variable? Variable which are declared inside the method. Okay, variable which is declared inside the method, that is only called as the local variable. So suppose if I want to declare the local variable, so where we want to declare? Inside the class or inside the method? Inside the method. Inside the method only we have to declare. Okay, simple. I will write here int b equals to 20. Now which type of variable is this? That is the b, is the local variable. And which type of variable is this now? That is the a, static. Now it is not an instance variable, it is a static variable. Okay, because we declared this variable with the help of static keyword. Now if I remove this means, now instance, now static. Okay, and which type of variable is this? Local. Why we are calling this as a local variable? Inside the method. Now see here, suppose if I writing a system dot out and if I print it here a, so a will be print or not? Yes, a will be print. Just now we saw that. System dot out if you are right here, and if I want to print b here, so can you be able to print this b here? Yes, right? So what it will print? See, we will remove this a from here, otherwise we will confuse. Okay, so now if I run this one, and we will print this here. Yes, right? 10, then 20 and 10. Here 10 we are printing. With the help of b, we are printing 20 here. After that 10 again it is printing on here. Now, another thing is that can we print this b here into this another method? System dot out if I writing it. And here if I writing b, can we able to print that? It is giving the compilation error, right? It is giving the compilation error because why? Wherever we are declaring method in which we are declaring this variable, in same method we can use this variable. We cannot use the local variable outside that method. Okay, we cannot use this local variable outside this method wherever it will declare. So suppose this method, this variable is declared into the m1 method, so we can use this variable into the m1 method only. We cannot use this variable outside the m1 method. That is the scope of our local variable. Local variable can use within that method only. We cannot use outside that method. So this b, if I want to print it into this method, we can print it that. But if I want to print this b variable into the another method, so can we able to print that? No, right? We cannot able to print that. Suppose if you have a static method as well here, so can we able to print that variable into the static method as well? No, right? We cannot able to print that. So we can print this variable, that is the b variable, into this method only, into the m1 method only. We cannot use this b method outside that method. Okay, that is the scope of our local variable. So these are the three types of variable: the instance variable, local variable, and the static variable. What is instance variable? inside the class and outside the method. Another static variable means it is same like an instance variable, but the variable which is declared with the help of static keyword, that is called as the static variable. Another one is the local variable. The variable which is declared inside the method, that is called as the local variable. And what is the scope? Where we can use this variable within this method only. We cannot use outside of this method. What is the use of this static variable? We can use it anywhere, right? Inside the static method also we can use it. After that, what is the use of instance variable? What is the scope of instance variable? Yes, we can, where it will be used. Where is the instance variable? Where we can use this one? Anywhere we can use, right? But instance variable, if I want to access it into the static method, so can we able to access that? No. Right? We cannot able to access that instance variable into the static method, because static method allows only the static data or the static variable, we can say that. Okay, these are the three types of variable we saw. There is the instance variable, local variable, and the static variable. Okay, suppose now if I declare the variable here int a, which type of variable is this? Parameter. Okay, parameter, that is okay, but which type of variable is this? Instance variable or the local variable or the static variable? Local variable, right? Why we are calling this as a local variable? Within the method, inside the method we are saying, that's why we are calling this as a local variable. And if you want to use this variable here inside the method, you can able to use that. Okay, so this is the local variable. Many people are confused between that. This is a local variable or the instance variable. So this is the local variable. Whatever we are declaring inside the parameter, that is the local variable. These are the three types of variable we saw: the instance variable, local variable, and the static variable. After that, before that, we saw the what is variable, how it will be assigned the memory, and what is the rules of the memory. We saw that. What is the rules of the variable? We saw that. Anyone have any issues? Anyone have any issues till now? Issues? No or yes? No? Okay, now I will tell you the another thing. Yesterday I told you one thing, that is the return type. Suppose if if we saw the syntax of the method, what is the syntax? Access modifier, then here return type, and here it is method name. And here we have a parameter, right? So I will remove this parameter now. Suppose here is the return types. Here we wrote the void. Void means nothing. Void means nothing, not the empty also. Okay. If we don't want to means we don't want anything from the method. If you call the method or if you create the method, that method will return something. Okay. If you are creating the method, that method will be return something. But if you don't want anything from that method, so what you will do? Simple, you have to write here void. Okay. Simple, you need to write here void. But suppose I want the string value from this method now. Okay. I want the string value from this method now. So what we need to do is simple, here we need to write a string inside the return type. Which type of value it will be returned? Okay, which type of value this method will be returned, we will declare here. If you write here string, and if I remove this all the things from here, so now it is giving the error. Why it is giving the error? If you are writing here return type, inside the return type, if you are writing any data type, and here you are not returning anything, so that time it will be give you the error. So if you are writing here return type, that is the string, we have to return something. How to return? Simple, we have to use here return keyword, and you have to return the value, whatever data type you are writing here, the same value we have to return from here. So which type of data type we wrote here? String. So which type of value we have to return here? String. So I am returning here Java. Now another thing is that, suppose if I want to call that method, how will call that? Object.ml. Suppose if I print it here, so what it will be print? Java. It is not printing anything. Why? So now see, it is, this method is returning something, that is the Java. This method is returning the Java. So now what is the value of this method now? That is the Java. Okay. What is the value of this method now? What is the value of this M1 now? That is the Java. Suppose I am writing here integer. So what we need to do now? We have to return the integer type of value. So I will write here 10 again. Okay. So now if I want to print this value, or if I want to return print this 10, so I will print that. If I run this one, so can 10 will be print? No, right? How to print that? What is the value of this M1 now? 10, right? This method is returning 10. What is the value of this M1 now? That is 10. If you want to print that, how will you print that? Simple, we will cut this one. System dot out, we will write it here. Same, if I want to print this, we will write system dot out dot println, right? From here we have to call this method, that is the object dot em1, because this method is contain the value now. Okay, if I want to print that, this method we have to print. If I run this one now, so 10 will be print on the console. Okay, okay, understand? Okay, now another thing is that then integer, if I writing, suppose I am writing here float. What we need to do now? If are not giving, so that time also it will be given, right? So here we need to write 1 point anything you can give. So we have to, if you are writing here float, so you have to return the float type of value. If you are writing here string, so string value you have to return. If you are writing here character, so character type of value we have to return. Whatever return type you are writing, same type of value you have to return. If you don't want to return anything, what you need to write? Void. Void, if I write, means we are not returning anything from this method. Okay, that time you don't need to write here the return keyword. Okay, now another thing is that suppose I am writing here integer, can we able to return the variable from here? Suppose I have a variable here, that is the int a equals to a. What is the value of a here? 10. And which type of variable is this? Instance variable. And what is the type of this variable? Integer, right? So this is the integer type of variable, and from this method also we have to return the integer type of value. Can we return the integer type of variable from here? Yes or no? If I run this one now, so what it will be print? It is printing on the console. Now another thing is that suppose if you are returning int from here, and this is the string type of variable. Which type of variable is this? String type of variable. So can it will be print that? Can it will be take this variable now? No, right? Because we want to return integer. And which type of variable we are returning from here? String type of variable. So can it will be returned? No, right? If you want to return the string type of variable, so here inside the return type we need to write here string. Now it will be return the string type of variable. Either you can return the value or you can return the variable. That type of variable you can return, or you can return the directly value as well. Okay, this is the use of our return type. And if you don't want to return anything, simple you can write it here void. Many times we are using the void only, right? And that time you don't need to write a return keyword. Okay, that is the thing. Anyone have any issues? Anyone have any issues? Okay, so that's it for today. Today we saw what is the variable. Okay, how it will be assigned the memory if we declare the variable, and after that what is the rules for the variable, we saw that. And after that, types of variable, we saw that three types of variable: instance variable, local variable, and the static variable. So what is local variable? Inside the method, that is called the local variable. So what is the scope of the local variable? Enter the class, we can use local variable. Inside the method only we can use, right? Where in the method which we declare that variable, in same method we can access that. Outside that method we cannot access that local variable. After that, instance variable we saw. What is instance variable? Inside the class, but outside the method. So where we can access that? Anywhere we can access, but we cannot access it into the static method, right? Because static method allows only the static data or the variable, we can say that. After that, we saw the static variable. What is static variable? Yes, the variable which is declared with the help of static keyword, that is called as the static variable. It is same like an instance variable, and we can access it anywhere into the static method as well directly. Okay, and if you want to access the instance variable into the static method, how we will access that? With the help of object name we can access them. Okay, so these are the types of variable. And today's assignment is that you have to create a program on addition, subtraction, division. Two variables you can take, and you can access it anywhere with the help of static variable, with the help of local variable, with the help of instance variable. You have to do that. Okay, all the operation, that is the addition, multiplication, subtraction, and the division. Three things you have to do. Four things. Okay, and four things, four operation.